Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, the show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill, the big righty, Zach Wheeler.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Rojas makes the grab, one down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Still early in the season, but so far it has been a struggle for this team, ranking towards the bottom in both on base and runs. They do have some power.
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen. And I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
This to center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Grounds one to short. Slings it across. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Marlins. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in Philadelphia. And on the hill, Yuri Perez.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Next offering is fouled back. Perez with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
He'll do it himself. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And that clips the inside corner. Out towards right center field. Mitchell going after it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
The first baseman,
2 down, bases empty. Bryce Harper will hit next. 2 outs, bases empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall but foul. That's off the inside corner. It's 2-2.
2-2.
cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. No score. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the DH, Connor Norby. Inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Up the middle. Stop. On to first. Out. 1 out in the second. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. 1 down, base is empty.
Ball. 2-1.
There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. This is Willie Castro. Outside low. And a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Marsh moves under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's Jose Trevino. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That one finds the corner, and that is strike 2.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
He's in there, and it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now here is Trey Sweeney. And that misses. 2-1.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he still strikes for his pitcher.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Perez ready to fire now.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now it's Alec Bohm. 1 down, Phillies down a run. Lifted in the air, right field. Sanchez. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. In the air, left field. Myers on the move. Makes the catch, inning over. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. The wind of the pitch. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Line and a base hit into right. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Stubbs hauls it in, and there's one away.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
And at the plate for Miami, Garrett Mitchell. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Liner, and this could be trouble. Coming home. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. The 1-1. Line drive, base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Connor Norby. And a 2-1 on the way. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. That one is gone. He nails one out to right. Third home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Willie Castro, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Over to Turner for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. So it's 4 runs for him on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Marlins 5 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Edmundo Sosa. Swung on, belted. Back there. And that is gone. An absolute smash to left. And they're chipping away. It's 5-1.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So up next, Johan Rojas. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
2-2 down. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And there's one down.
The catcher.
And now for the Phillies, Garrett Stubbs. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2.
And he hits a ground ball right side, but it kicks foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One out, base is empty, and a run in as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 5-1. This is Marlins baseball on The Show, Florida. Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jose Trevino. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Sean Jelly appears to be getting loose. Minter, the lefty, warming up as well. Fly ball to right. Rojas makes the catch. 1 away. Now the third baseman, Trey Sweeney.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Booga never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia. But the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jordan Montgomery.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. And that one is downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. On the ground, out to short. Turner fires to first in time. Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. Now it's going to be Garrett Mitchell. 2 outs. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lopez around third. He will score.
Back-to-back base hits. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that knock was all about his approach and that willingness to just let the ball get deep on it.
Lamont Wade Jr., the next to hit. That one missed. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. In comes the runner from third, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now Connor Norby. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Ripped on the ground to second. Stott over to first in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And midway in the 4th, it's the Marlins 8 and the Phillies 1. Bottom of the 4th, and the batter now, Bryson Stott.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Castro sends it to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. So Singy, a close play at first, worthy of another look with StatCast.
That was an absolute heater, and you just don't see that type of velocity coming across the diamond every day. Only the best infield arms in baseball reach 90 miles per hour, and he needed all of it to get that out. Bang, bang play.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Up the middle, Castro. Already two gone here in the home fourth.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Down quickly go the Phillies. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. 1-1 now. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first.
That's an out.
And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Willie Castro, the next up for the Marlins. 1 out, bases empty. Up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Two outs, bases empty. Jose Trevino, the next up for the Marlins. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting, in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins. That one the other way. They take the force out, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 8 and the Phillies 1. And we're back. And here comes Alec Bohm. Swing and a pop-up. Wade. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a foul out of play. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw and they can't get the out. Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the Phillies DH, Edmundo Sosa. Marsh over at first with 1 away. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting, right field.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Johan Rojas. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Myers on his way over. And that's the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. That's down and in.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
In the air on the infield. Stop. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Back to the top of the lineup, and up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. The Fish up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's down and away. On the ground right side. Slings to first.
He's out.
2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. And a 1-1.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fly ball center field. Marsh makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 6th inning, and here's the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
The batter number 7.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Trey Turner. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter number 5, second baseman.
This is Bryson Stott. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Turner at first, 1 gone. Cut on and missed, struck him out at 98. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here is Bryce Harper. The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th.
Drive.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
2-2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. That one felt good. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 8-3. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. In for a strike, and the count is 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 8-3. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one the other way. Turner sends it across the first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter,
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
the right fielder, number 7, Jesus Sanchez.
2 outs, base is empty. Jesus Sanchez digs in now. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Turner snags it, and that is that. So they go quietly there midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Marlins 8 and the Phillies 3. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Declan Cronin.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Fly ball down the line, and that'll get off into the seats.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 gone here.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Next offering is down low. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. And here is Sosa to the plate. That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Full count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now it's the right fielder, Johan Rojas. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Base hit center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's the catcher to hit, Garrett Stubbs. Hit in the air out to center field. And the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Next pitch is outside. This one in the air, center field. Puts it away for the out. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Jose Trevino. Turner with the throw to first. And there are 2 outs. So 2 down now, and here is Trey Sweeney. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. That's out to center field. Corrals it. And that is that. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. But they lead at 8-3. New pitcher for the Marlins, Anthony Bender. He last pitched 2 days ago. This one in the air. Wait. And makes the grab. And there's one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. The Marlins leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely. Bryce Harper to the plate. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And now 2 aboard, and the throw's offline, safe at third. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error. Marcell Ozuna getting ready to hit. Two on, 1 out. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Mitchell settles under this one. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and it's 8-4.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
So digging in, Alec Bohm.
Here come the rally caps. It's late, but it's far from over.
Hit hard on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, it's the Marlins 8 and the Phillies 4. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Leclerc. And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Ball to strike. The pitch. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. Now one gone in the ninth. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. This to third. Tosses to first.
That's an out.
And a couple of quick outs.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
2 down. Base is empty. Garrett Mitchell, the next up for the Marlins. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Into the dive, and he got it.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. And that one hammered. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
That one just missing inside. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
He's 2 outs away. So here's the Phillies DH, Edmundo Sosa. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Mitchell makes the catch. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 down, nobody on. Up and in, and it's 2-1. They're down to their final strike.
2-2.
Bender is just 1 strike away. Hard hit left side. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. The Marlins take game 1 of the series on the road.
These players know they have a long series ahead of them, but they come out, establish, and set the tone in the first game of the series. Very important to get that. Put you in the driver's seat to win game 2, and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
And our final here today, 8-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.